What's up, guys? I'm Travis, and you're watching Upgraded RC. Welcome back, everyone. Man, this thing just keeps getting better and better. With each upgrade we do to this, I mean, it's turning into exactly what I want it to be. It's got a little bit further to go, but this is definitely my go-to RC car. I love this bomber. I think it's awesome. If I go any place to do anything at all, this goes with me. Well, on our last upgrade, which was video number 7, we went ahead and took off the stock shocks and replaced them with the ProLine Power Stroke shocks. Guys, 2 thumbs up. They are really, really awesome shocks. As a matter of fact, I think they're probably the best shocks I've ever installed on any RC. I went ahead and got the extra bag of springs with them. It comes with 4 different spring rates, 4 for the top, and 4 for the bottom, because it's a dual spring rate setup. Worked out really good. I got those dialed in. I got the oil exactly where I want it, and it is still just as silky smooth as the day I put it together with everything stock in it. I love the way that it's set up and the way that it works. And check this out, look. No oil leaks. I'm not leaking any oil down the bottom of any of these. And I went out and bashed this pretty hard for the last couple days, and I can't believe I'm not leaking any oil, but not to be disappointed. I'm sure it will start leaking eventually, but you know what? That's what they make rebuild kits for. So if it starts leaking, we'll throw them in there, because I love the performance of these ProLine Power Stroke shocks. If you guys are thinking about upgrading your shocks for your bomber, worked out really good for me, guys. Anyway, so we are up to video number 8 now, or upgrade number 8. Now, if you remember a couple of videos back, we went ahead and installed this Reefs Raw 500 servo in here, and I told you guys that I wouldn't be able to get the whole 565 ounces of pull out of it, because we were just hooked up to our stock ESC, which is only putting out 6 volts. So that kept us down around the 430 to 450 ounce area. Well, I told you guys I would get a BEC so I can get the full potential out of my servo. The hobby shop finally called me and told me they had some Castle Creations BECs in. So I went ahead and picked one up, and we're going to install it in here. All right, so as usual, here you go, guys. Here are the part numbers for anyone who's interested. This is our CC, which means Castle Creations. BEC, which means Battery Eliminator Circuit. So this is the RX Battery Eliminator, and it says right here it's got 10 amps max output. And then there's 5 volts to 25.2 volts input. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you between 4.8 and 9.0 volts. And it says right here, selectable output. Now, to do that, you're going to need a laptop or a PC, and then you're also going to have to purchase the Castle link so you can plug it into this BEC and program it. Now, I couldn't get the Castle link, or I would have showed it to you guys, but the guy at my hobby shop was nice enough to go ahead and program it for me to the 7.4 volts, which I asked for. I didn't want to max this out or my servo in any way, so we just set ours up at 7.4. We're going to try it out from there. And then you also need this RX bypass adapter here. This is what plugs here. Let me flip this over for you. This is what plugs into your BEC right here, and then your servo plugs into this one, and the other one plugs into your receiver. So there you go. Here are the part numbers. This one right here, and by the way, this is made by Holmes Hobby, and it says right there, RX bypass adapter. It is HHBRX 8YPASS. And then this one right here, I'm going to flip this one over here and show you. There's your BEC. This is what it looks like. They give you all kinds of stickers and instructions on how to do it. This should be a great setup and a super easy install. All we're going to do is take our negative and our positive wire right here and solder that to the negative and positive wire on our ESC side, not into the battery, but in the ESC side. And then this part right here is what plugs into the bypass adapter. It's going to be super simple, guys, and it's going to take care of that glitching problem that we have when our battery is starting to get low and our motor's glitching because the servo is robbing us of power. All right, guys, so I got it all mounted up. That was a super easy install. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys the whole install, but I really didn't think you guys would want to watch me take the body and cover off again and solder up 2 leads, because the rest of it's all plug and play. I pretty much already walked you through it. Plus the BEC has got great illustrations and instructions on it, but it was super simple, guys. One of the easiest installs I've done. I think the biggest thing was trying to figure out where to mount it. You want to be close enough to the ESC so that you can solder your leads on there and they're not stretched out. But at the same time, you want your battery lead coming off the ESC to be able to reach your battery up here because it's quite a ways away. So once I figured that out, I just went ahead and put some 2-way tape on the back side of the BEC and I stuck it up underneath my transmission in a good place. And everything's happy. The rest just plugged in. It really was a very easy install, guys. No big deal at all whatsoever. Now, I've got it all plugged in and it's all ready to go. So let's see what happens here. Wow, that's pretty fast. I mean, I can notice a little bit difference than it was before, because before we had it at like 450 ounces and now it's at 500, because remember I only went to 7.4 instead of 8.4. That's fine with me. I didn't want to max anything out. That's plenty. That's going to work great for me, and 500 pounds of pull is what we've got it set up for. Guess what? It's the Reefs Raw 500 servo. We got it set up for 500 ounces of pull. I'm very happy with that. Now, we didn't get the BEC just for that. Really, we got the BEC so that there would be no glitching when we're trying to turn here and our motor's at max speed and our battery's getting a little bit drained. It would make the motor glitch really bad while you're trying to turn because the servo is pulling away for more power. So this gave us a better, more continuous power source to the servo without interrupting the power source to the motor. Now let's go ahead and try that out. I'm going to run this at max speed here on this tire. Hopefully it doesn't come off and hit the camera or nothing. And we'll go ahead and continue turning our servo to see if anything happens. Here we go. Nothing, guys. Now I know this is a fully charged battery. I will do this many times with a battery that's just about to go out. I'll let you guys know how it works out. But that's kind of its job for the BEC, is to eliminate the battery eliminator circuitry so that you have all your power going to your servo and your motor as well. So I think that worked out pretty good, guys. I will definitely keep you in tune and let you know if that did work out good or it didn't, but I'm sure it's going to be just fine. Well, guys, that's going to pretty much wrap up this video. I know it was a short, quick video. I just wanted to show you the BEC because I told you guys I would do that. So there you go. Now we got it in here. Now everything is happy. All my electronics are great. And you know, when your motor is sitting there glitching like that back and forth, it's not real good for anything. Your pinion, your spur gear, your motor, your electronics, it's not good for nothing. So if you do have a high pull servo in the front, I would definitely recommend installing a BEC so you don't have to worry about any of that or deal with that glitching, because it really does kind of suck when you're trying to crawl or trying to get down this trail and you see your car glitching a lot and you don't quite know what's going on. It's not good for nothing, guys. Put a BEC in, you'll be happy. Well, we got video number 9 or upgrade number 9 coming up next. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is though, but until then, why don't you guys go play, go bash, go jump, go do whatever it is that makes you happy. I'm Travis, you're watching Upgraded RC. Peace out!